Hi, my beautiful, lovely. Welcome back to my memoirs and a fresh page from my diary. I quit my job not because I didn't love it. I quit it because I felt as if I was just working for nothing, literally working for air. Last year, on the 29th of February 2024, I handed in my resignation letter. And I was very anxious because before that, for about 5 years or so, we have been dreaming about, or rather, we had been dreaming about this off grid life. We wanted to buy this farm back in 2019 during the COVID era, but we did not have enough funds. And so we told ourselves we'll just wait for the day that we'll be ready. But unfortunately, that day seemed never to come. And I really loved my job. Honestly speaking, I really loved my job. I had wonderful colleagues. We were three of us in the office, my boss and a colleague of mine, but we were just colleagues. You couldn't tell who's the boss. We had a very wonderful boss, a very kind-hearted woman. She is the best boss I have ever had in my entire life. And it sounds weird that we were three ladies and we were getting along in the office. Everybody used to wonder. But somehow we were very good friends. We clicked, we bonded very well, and work was a very nice place to go to. Unlike my previous jobs where you dread going to the office every day in the morning, it was a very comfortable space. But I did dream of quitting my job because I felt as if the salary that I was getting wasn't matching the duties that I was performing, for lack of a better word. We were working in a branch office, so the main office was in Nairobi. If it was up to my boss by that time to increase my salary or change my grade, I don't think I would have ever left my job, because I worked at the front office, customer care, and one of the things that I love doing is talking to people. I've always dreamt of being a therapist, psychologist since I was young. And somehow working at front office at the desk gave me an opportunity to talk to a lot of people. And we will get clients who would come and, do the inquiries. I would answer them. But then that conversation is going to switch from corporate official to personal very quick. Someone will come and open up about their personal issues with me. A husband will come and talk about his wife. Wife will come and talk about her husband. A mother will come and talk about her son-in-law, and somehow I felt a lot of joy just to talk to people and to help them with their emotional needs, and they'll end up staying for quite some time. Something that will take 15 minutes to wrap up will end up to be something like an hour, 45 minutes long. And after that session, I used to call them sessions, they would leave the office smiling and telling me that I've helped them, and I will feel relieved, and we will be friends. They'll give me their number, and whenever there's an update, they will always tell me, that day when I came to the office and you told me this and this, I tried doing that and somehow I'm at a better place, and it will just make me happy. But what really made me leave that job is because there was no growth. The same way I had come in 9 years ago, right now it's 10, is the same way I left. I was in the same grade. I was never promoted. And at the end of it all, I had so many duties that were added on top of the original duties that I had over the years that were never compensated in any way. And it really, really drained me emotionally. I will feel used, actually. And I tried complaining, I tried talking about it, I tried writing memos, I tried emails, I tried everything with my, the senior bosses. It was at the click of their fingers to help. But for some reason, I don't know, it never happened. My immediate boss, the one that we were with at the branch office in Mombasa, she was on my side, like 150%. Even my other colleague, everybody was on my case, like, why are they not doing something about your grade? Because the salary that I was getting, is the kind of salary that was being given to cleaners and cooks and messengers. And I was all of that, including front office stroke customer care. So you could imagine I would come to work in the morning. First, I'll step into my cleaner shoe, clean the office. I step into my cook shoe, wash the dishes. When it comes to the messenger shoe, I'm there. And then at the same time, I'm the one who is at the desk, 8 a.m. I didn't have a problem with doing all that. I had a problem with being paid the same amount of money that somebody somewhere was only doing one thing as a cleaner maybe, and she's getting the same salary as I was getting, and I was doing all that. Yeah, that was that was very frustrating, and I tried my best. I really tried my best to see or to fight to get an upgrade or a promotion or something, but it never worked. So, and at the end of it all, the money wasn't enough. My family was getting bigger, and then hubby also had issues with his job because he's a driver and we didn't have our own car. So getting cars from people was a problem. You get a car, be stable for a week or so, and the owner comes, takes the car. And then the taxi industry right now is very saturated, so it wasn't really giving. It could have been much more better if we had our own personal car. Yeah, so I decided to quit. Honestly, we knew that quitting, it wasn't really the right decision. I wanted to see if I could do something on the side, apart from the job, to see if I could bring in some money. But because of the low pay, I couldn't afford a maid. And so at work, I had a lot to do. Then at home, I also had a lot to do. Remember, I have 4 kids, 3 of which are under 8. At that time, they were very young. So I was the maid. I come from work, I come home. Hubby works at night. So most of the time, he wasn't around. He could go maybe 3-4 days in a row. He's not around, so it's just me and the kids. So you could imagine, you come from work, all worked up and tired, come back home, you have to go rush, pick the kids from school, pass by the market, buy your foodstuffs because you are living on a day-to-day income situation. So I'll have to get money for that day, go to the market, buy foodstuffs for that day with the kids. One on my back, the younger one was on my back because I had to take him to daycare. Then there are these 2 others. I hold them on this side and this side because I gave birth, January, February. So I had to do that and then come home, then cook, then take care of the homework, then wash, then do the dishes, then clean the house, then iron. Of course, my son will help me, my elder son, the teenage one, will help me where he could. But I felt very guilty giving him a lot of work. But still, he did help. But it was very overwhelming. So by the time I go to bed, it was around 11? And by 3 I'm up. I need to make breakfast. I need to wake up the kids, make sure I dress them, I prepare them, I rush them to school, come back, change my outfit, then go to the office. So with that kind of schedule, I found it very difficult to find a business or a hustle on the side because I was always tired. Well, despite loving my job very much, when I realized that there was no growth, there was no upgrading, there was no moving up the corporate ladder, for lack of a better word, I just started feeling a lot of resentment toward the office or the job by itself. And I started thinking of looking for other ways in which I could at least make something for myself. I started longing to create something that is mine and doesn't necessarily have to rely on somebody else for it to be successful. And at the same time, I also wanted a peace of mind. I started getting bored with these whole Monday morning meetings and corporate functions and work retreats. Those company retreats. I used to hate them. And the dinners, the Christmas dinners. There was a point in my life where I used to love these things so much. But when I realized that I'm not getting anything out of this thing, I just started hating it. Bit by bit, I started hating it. And I remember telling hubby, I'm not happy. I had a very good package we had I was permanent and pensionable. We had events that were taking place in 5-star hotels, both in the country and out of the country. We had per diems. We had a very corporate, lucrative medical cover. We had so many perks, but there was just something that was missing. I was passionate about the job, but the salary wasn't meeting it, and I couldn't take it anymore. So I started telling Happy that I'm seeing myself resign. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do after resigning, but I'll take that shot. I'm tired of being comfortable and being in a comfort zone. Please don't take me wrong. I'm not telling anyone to resign their jobs. Everybody's situations are different, but for me, it was from a spiritual, emotional, mental point of view. I didn't see it worthy anymore. And I decided to quit. And I told Happy, and Happy at first was like, "No, babe, why? We don't have a plan B. How can we quit? We have kids." I think with time he came to realize that even for him, the kind of jobs that he was doing in town were not enough. They're not making enough money for us to be able to comfortably maintain the lifestyle. And it was starting to become a bit of a headache, a migraine. And yeah, that is how I finally decided to quit. Trust you me, I was very anxious. I was very scared, even if it's something that I really wanted to do for a long time. But when I finally sent that resignation email on the 29th of February 2024, I'm telling you, my heart, I can't explain it. I was so terrified because I didn't know. This was literally taking a leap of faith and jumping into the unknown without having a plan. That is so unlike me. I am that kind of person who wants to plan for 5-10 years to come. So, and I'm used to a salary. Even if I had to small to businesses here and there at some point in my life, I had a salary. That's another thing. When you're used to a salary, there is a certain space, a bubble that protects you, and you don't really venture into the danger zone. You always know that at the end of the month I have this. Yes, it's constant, but it is good. You have that feeling of you're safe, and nothing bad is going to happen. Even if it will, you will land on soft ground. But now quitting your job and then not knowing exactly what is going to happen after, now that's a whole different thing. Okay, we kind of sort of had a plan, because Habi was supposed to sell a piece of land, him and his bro, but that plan didn't really go quite as we expected. And we thought by the time I have resigned, he and his brother would have managed to sell it off. Then that money, together with the money that I will get from my pension, because I did my research. I found out that once you have a corporate pension scheme, if you resign before the age of 50, you can be able to take half of the amount. So that's what I did. I resigned and applied for it, and I had that. But it wasn't enough, because it had to cater for first the bills. Excuse me. We needed to clear the bills before leaving Mombasa. That's rent, electricity, blah blah blah. Then come and buy land, then move. Then when you move into the land, you still need to put up a structure. So we knew that whatever I got with my pension and whatever Habib was going to get together, it would do something. But yeah, we counted our eggs before they hatched. And Happy didn't manage to get the money. I managed to get the pension, but it wasn't enough. So we had to make do with the little that we had. And that is why we ended up sleeping or living under a tree for about 14 days before we moved into the madhouse that we are in right now. I think I got tired of being in a place or being at a point in my life where I could predict exactly what's going to happen. I could tell you for the next year I will be doing this, and this without fail. And I wanted something different. I wanted something exciting, dangerous, I think, a different experience. And this thing it was pushing me so much in this direction that I couldn't sleep. I could not, I wasn't okay with myself. Every time I would sit, I would just think of quitting my job, even without knowing what is going to happen, honestly. And eventually, it overcame me. And Habi finally badged, and he made the decision to do that. So I'm here. I've tried a couple of businesses, this is story for another day, which haven't worked. I'm still experiencing. It is not as easy as I thought. Mentally, I am very much okay now. It's very surprising, but I am at peace. I am at ease with myself. Even now that life has gone so down, we have downgraded a couple of levels and we are at a negative, but I am very much at ease and I feel as if I am going somewhere. I'm doing something. I have started YouTube. I have my TikTok page and I have some projects here and there, because right now I'm starting to get things are starting to look up. Yeah, because the content for me, it was just about sharing content, but it has come up with other different things. People want land, and that is the source of income that I think I'm going to go towards, because I have had so many requests that people want to buy land, and I am like a I'm like a contact person. I am living the experience, I'm sharing. So people see that through me and they make a better choice of either wanting to buy land here or not. So I haven't really bagged my first client. I still have a lot of people who inquire and they pay me here and there for site visits on their behalf, and I do them. I send them videos and they pay me something small. Of course, I need to pay up the farmer or the owner of the land, my middleman, maybe transportation to and fro. But so far so good. I have not, I can't say I'm making a living, but it is really helping. It is really helping. And once I bag my first client and I get my commission, you will see the changes. You will see the changes. This is something that I have total control over. There is no boss who is hovering above me. I make my decisions by myself, and I'm using the knowledge that I gained from my office work. I treat all these potential buyers, I call them clients, I treat them as corporate clients. I'm yet to bag a client where somebody can like come and buy land, because most of them usually just inquire and tell me when they're ready they'll come, which is okay. But once I do, I promise I'm going to share and you will see the changes. I think God pulled me out of that situation and gave me a different direction where I can make money, and at the same time I can have a peaceful life in my own terms. Yes, and that was not even part of the plan. I was supposed to start to make money through my handwriting but that one has flopped. Something else has emerged and I'm embracing it. So I know it has taken quite a while. After quitting, I haven't really made much. Hubby is still the one hustling, but there's a lot of hope. It is not the same as when I was working my corporate job. And I know it sounds a bit silly, but I'm much more better off. I'm much more better off. And I like that excitedness of sleeping, not knowing how tomorrow will be. Then when you wake up in the morning, you're hit by something that was so unexpected and still benefits you, and it's just a lovely feeling. I cannot explain it. So that is how I quit my job, and this is how I am moving on right now, and I am going to share the experiences. But as far as making money is concerned, that is where we are. I am yet to make that big sell, but once I do, my lovelies, I will share and you will know and you will see, and you'll just see it through me that a lot can happen. Things can change and shift and turn, and they can work for the better eventually. Yeah. I'm very bad at talking. I tend to take so much time and talk about so many things and go about here and there, but I don't know, maybe I can put it in part 1 and part 2. I'll see, so that it's not that long. Nothing in this life is impossible. Even the word impossible just spells out I am possible. So anything that you put your mind on, anything that you set to achieve, in one way or another, it will come by, because you have already decided in your head that is the version of you that you want to create. So the universe will just find a way to somehow bring it to you. Maybe not exactly the way you wanted it, but it will come. There's a saying that goes, Once the student is ready, the teacher appears. I hold that dear to my heart. It keeps me going. So let's see where this is going to take us. Let's see where I am going to be now that the year is coming to an end and we're going to start a new year. We pray to God we are healthy, we are alive, we are well, because with that, then we can get to do anything and go anywhere. So with that, my lovelies, thank you so much. With love, yours truly, Mellow.